up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. All right. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey, and we are down here to talk about nothing, child. First thing I saw...
I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something.
One of the first things I saw this morning was RHOA star Phaedra Parks is joining Married to Medicine cast as she's currently dating a doctor. I have to admit, I am not looking forward for her to be added to the cast. Married to Medicine is literally one of my favorite shows to watch and review. And I just am not a fan of Phaedra Parks' personality and her character. I'm not a fan of it at all. I'm not a fan of her at all. And I'm like annoyed because that's like literally one of my favorite shows. And the fact that she's going to be on there, I'm annoyed. This is from the Jasmine brand. It says, a former Real Housewives of Atlanta star isn't done with reality TV just yet. As sources claim, she plans to introduce her relationship with a doctor. Another blog post reported. Bravo reality series producers allegedly invited the RHOA alum to return, but she demanded an exorbitant amount of money, and they weren't willing to give. Instead, they asked her to join Married to Medicine, which has a budget that is comparable to what Phaedra Parks requested. The transition was teased during the panel at BravoCon 22, which also featured Married to Medicine stars Dr. Jackie Walters, Dr. Simone Whitmore, and Anila Saja, and Drew Zadora. She's another one, child. Like, that's another one. It's just like, I don't know what it is. I don't know, like, to me, okay, maybe you guys can put it in the comments, because to me, I feel like, who is a perfect candidate for a housewife? Like, who would you think? Like, for me, I feel like a woman who is already established. Like, I give like a Kenya Moore, like a woman who already has a name, like Candy, a notoriety, right? They already have a name. They already have kind of a legacy behind them. And I feel like a confident woman. I feel like an honest woman who is forthright. Like, I don't feel like that comes from Phaedra. I feel like Phaedra is an act. Like Karen Huger, an act. It's an act. And it's like, I don't know. And Drew Zadora, I feel like Drew has like, I don't know. I feel like Drew is more, I don't know. She's not, I feel like she's not housewife. I don't know what they're trying to, I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. Maybe you went to BravoCon and the look of the housewife character has changed or whatever. But like Drew, no, I don't. Put her on something else. Don't they got like a Vanderpump Rules, or like I was gonna say like a show with the bartenders, behind the scenes with the bartenders? Drew can go on that kind of show. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the show? Old Lady Gang. Like, Drew can go over there and, like, you know, I don't know. Phaedra said, I'm actually dating a doctor. I don't want to tell you about him. Girl, what the fuck? So you're dating a doctor. Are we going to meet him? I promise you, don't fucking waste my time, purveyors of pop. Do not fucking waste our time with a woman who will not tell you about her life and will lie about it and will lie through the whole fucking thing. Like, I don't know. Phaedra said they have They have, let's see, I've actually dated him for a year. Phaedra said they have, and they love him. When one of the ladies inquired if her sons have met the doctor. The ROH a cast member and ex-husband have 2 sons together. Sources claim Phaedra will appear on the 10th season of Married to Medicine, which will premiere in 2023. They will finish wrapping up the season in December. It says, as previously reported, Phaedra starred in 8 seasons of Housewives of Atlanta. Her departure to be related to a great deal of drama that occurred at the season 9 reunion when her years-long friendship with Kandi Burruss suffered a blow-up of a lifetime. It was during the reunion where it was revealed Phaedra supposedly started a rumor that Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker attempted to drug and rape her former co-star Portia Williams. Similar to RHOA, it doesn't matter now. Kandi has clearly forgiven her. She was at her wedding, so what is that about? Y'all forgiving people for accusing you of what? Like what? Where do they do that? Ever since I saw, like, I really don't. I'm never here for Kandi Burruss. I'm never here for Sugar Mama Burruss, okay, and her husband Todd Burruss. I'm never here. But the truth is, girl, where do they do that at? Where do they do that? Are y'all that evolved that you can forgive someone and attend their wedding after they accused you? Maybe there was some truth to it. That's why the reason why she was able to forgive her, because I don't understand how you could forgive somebody after that. Could you? So I have 2 questions for you for this story. What is your kind of characteristics of like a housewife that you would want to see? I don't need names. If you want to name people, like they said, Kimora Lee Simmons, they want her on Beverly Hills. I think that's a great fucking addition. Do you hear me? I think that's a fucking great. Her and Garcelle together, baby. Please give me that. I would love to see Kimora on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Love that. For Atlanta, like Drew, I mean Sonia, Sanya. I think she's actually a good housewife, right? Like an Olympian. She's coming through. She has her husband, her family. I actually think she's a good housewife. Drew, I don't know. I just can't get into her. I just can't get into her at all. So y'all let me know. And then also, are you evolved enough to forgive someone enough to go actually attend their wedding after they accused you of premeditated rape? I don't get that. Like, I don't. That's why I was like, maybe there's some truth to it, and that's probably why she forgave her. That's the only thing that I could come up with. Cause bitch, you ain't that evolved. Not no fucking Taurus holding a grudge ass Taurus, bitch. One thing a Taurus will hold on to is a grudge, some food, some comfort, a man, and they money. Okay? Trust and believe. Bitch, a grudge. Do you hear me? Self-driving Tesla stopped in the middle of a California highway, causing a multi-car crash that injured 9 people, including a toddler, hours after Elon announced the feature. Girl, first of all, I even think when I'm the type of person that I think about how trusting we are. I know there are quality measures put in place, production lines to make sure cars are put together the way that they're supposed to be put together. But I always think about, like, I trusted somebody to make this car, to sell it to me, and for me to drive it, right? I don't know how trustworthy a self-driving car is. I just don't think it's trustworthy at all. It's a great feature, but how could you trust it? Like, how could you Like, I feel like it's blind trust. Like when we get on an airplane, that's blind trust. You are trusting that, one, the pilot ain't drunk, okay? Two, that he knows and he has been trained and he knows everything, all the buttons mean and everything like that. You are trusting two people to get you to your destination. And then also trusting the mechanics who put the plane together. Okay? Like, that's something. Does anybody else think about stuff like that? I be thinking about stuff like that. When you get on a bus, like public transportation, you are trusting that person is in their right mind. They're not having a bad day. You are putting your trust in this stranger. So for you to put your trust in a machine, what? People love to show off. I got the latest gadget, I got the latest toy, but I just don't think it's safe. I just don't trust things like that. And I always think about, like, we really trust the manufacturers of the cars that we drive. We really do. It's crazy. So I don't think a self-driving car is trustworthy. Elon Musk's tweet says, Tesla, full serving driving beta is now available to anyone in North America who requests it from the car screen, assuming you have bought this option. Congrats to Tesla Autopilot AI team on achieving a major milestone. What do y'all think about that? Are any of y'all like that? I'm like that. I'm be like, girl, I don't trust. Girl, I barely trust the damn pilot. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Adam Rich. Y'all probably don't know who Adam Rich. For the older folks, Gen X, maybe some millennials. I don't think any millennials know who Adam Rich is. Eight is Enough. It was a television series that came on from 1977 to 1981. And he actually died at the age of 54. I think he had some addictions, but he's always been like issues with addiction for a long time. He was a child. He was the child in Eight is Enough. It was about a family with 8 children. Willie Ames was in there. Remember Willie Ames from Charles in Charge? He turned out to be like a creep. Adam Rich. I forgot who else was in there. But yeah, I used to watch when I was little. So yeah, and I remember who Adam Rich was because he had a cute little hairstyle, like a page boy. He had a cute little hairstyle, so cute. But yeah, he died 54 years old. Yeah, it says where he portrayed a page boy hair son of Tom Bradford. Adam Rich. So shout out to Adam Rich. That was reported by People magazine. Last night was the Golden Globe Awards. Rihanna. Oh, that's a pretty picture of Rihanna and her child's father. Viola Davis. They looked very nice. Everybody looked very nice. Oh, come on, Billy Porter. Sigourney Weaver. She's holding up pretty well. Yeah, some great pictures. Who took these pictures? It's interesting. Oh, Getty. Angela Bassett. She actually won. She's the first actor, not just Black woman. She's the first actor to win an award for a Marvel film, a Golden Globe Award, which is awesome. She had a great speech. Jennifer Coolidge, she won, I think, for White Lotus. I haven't watched White Lotus. Y'all say it's really good. Quinta Brunson, she won. What's his name from? He's on Abbott Elementary. From Chris. Everybody hates Chris. I forget his name, but he won as well. Hilary Swank is pregnant. How old is Hilary Swank? Girl, wait a minute. 48. Okay, girl. I thought she was older than that. I really thought she was older than that. Girl. Okay, girl. 48. Okay, you better have you a baby at 48 years old. And then Eddie Murphy, he made a joke when he received his award. He actually was honored with the Cecil B. DeMille award, and he made a joke about Will Smith. He said there's three things that you should do in life: pay your taxes, um, mind your business, and keep Will Smith's wife's name out your fucking mouth. That's what he said. And everybody cheered and clapped. And that's actually a funny joke. And we like Eddie Murphy, right? We like Eddie Murphy. He's, he has his ways, but overall we could say we like Eddie Murphy. Um Girl, was 2 hours ago. This is also from people. I'm on people's IG. All flights were grounded early Wednesday morning after the FAA said it's experiencing a computer outage and issued a pause on all domestic departures through 9 a.m. Eastern. So, okay, so that has gone away. Okay. All right, so the Golden Globe, shout out to the Golden Globe Awards. We like the Golden Globe Awards because they get to drink. And so typically when they drink, then their acceptance speeches are typically funny. They eat and drink, right? It's not as stiff and uptight as the Oscars. So award season. So I guess SAG is next. SAG Awards. SAG Awards is also good too because they're voting for each other. It's like your peers are voting for you. So we love a SAG Award too. I think those are more meaningful as an actor than an academy or association. I know actors belong to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. We know that, but it just seems like it's a when you get a SAG award, it's from your peers. Your peers are honoring you. I think it's probably more meaningful than one coming from like the Hollywood Foreign Press or the Oscars. All right, so let's see what else. All right, update on Damar Hamlin. He was discharged from the hospital and returning to Buffalo on his next stage of his recovery. Damar Hamlin this is from People magazine as well. Damar Hamlin is headed back to Buffalo 1 week after the 24-year-old Buffalo Bills safety had to be resuscitated on field and was transferred to the hospital in critical condition. Hamlin's doctors have announced he has officially been discharged from University of Cincinnati Medical Center. Dr. William Knight IV confirmed Hamlin's release, adding that he is currently on the way to Buffalo, where he will be transferred to another hospital under very capable and excellent medical care. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good to hear. I don't know how he's going to get back to playing football. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know how that's going to go. So I guess we'll keep updating y'all on Damar Hamlin because I'm interested to know if they're going to allow him back into the league, really a medical release back. I don't know if that's the case. I don't think so, but we'll see. Let's see. Oh, nice. The Titanic is returning to theaters for its 25th anniversary in 3D. That should be very fun to watch. Yes, especially we'll never let go of the Titanic and we won't have to. It's returning to theaters in honor of its 25th, y'all old as fuck, 25th anniversary. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I think that's gonna be cool. I think that's gonna be fun to watch. All right, let's get out of people. Let's go to our saved things. All right, let's see. I just want to rock. Body yada yada. Diamond of the pro-Trump duo Diamond and Silk, honey, who represented black voters for former president, died at the age of 51. From their Twitter account, it says the world just lost a true angel and warrior patriot for freedom, love, and humanity. Please respect the privacy of Diamond's family. Memorial ceremony to be announced. Contributions towards preserving Diamond's legacy are only being accepted at the following link. Sad news for the MAGA community. Not the MAGA community. According to reports, Lynette Diamond Hardaway, a member of Diamond and Silk, who gained national attention for their committed support for former President Donald Trump, has died at the age of 51. Without announcing the cause of death on Monday night, the Diamond and Silk official Twitter account tweeted about Diamond's passing. The post also featured a link allowing users to contribute to preserve her legacy. According to reports, Diamond and her sister, Rochelle Silk Richardson, were Democrats before deciding to become Republicans ahead of Donald Trump's, I was about to call him Dump, Donald Trump's 2016 presidential run. That seems so long ago. It really does. Doesn't it seem long? It really seems a long time ago. I remember just the news every fucking single day. They could not, it was just something that he would do like the news, every fucking news source was his narcissistic supply. And I don't know who works in media, like at the top, to where this, like, you guys can't, I would tell them to limit the amount of stories, knowing how people behave. I would tell them to limit the stories because all you're doing is feeding him. Negative or positive, a narcissist they don't care as long as you're talking about them. They don't care. They're, oh yeah, they're talking about me. They get off on that. And the fact that every fucking media source was just Trump, Trump, Trump. It was crazy. And they say he would be sitting up there watching all the news channels and then watching all the news channels, tweeting shit that he would see on them, and watching TV all night, eating chips and pizza and shit. Really bad news for Republicans and frankly all Americans. Our beautiful Diamond of Diamond and Silk just passed away at her home in the state she loves so much, North Carolina. His tweet also said, and they didn't include this in the Jasmine brand, she probably died from her heart being so big. He said some bullshit like that. Yeah, they didn't include that in here. Let's see what else. I'm keeping track of time. Oh, another person who died. There was a report on Tamara Tattles' page that Tamara Tattles died. Tamara Tattles been a blogger forever. She used to have all the tea, had all the tea, all the inside stuff from Tamara Tattles. And this post was 2 days ago. It was from her page. It says June 1964 to January 2023. Tamara Tattles Bronner. It says, I'm sorry to share that Tamara Tattles Bronner has died. One of Tamara's most beloved and trusted friends, Jess Jen, posted earlier today on Tamara's site, and Tamara's niece called her late Sunday with the sad news. Tamara will be missed by many. Tamara has been in the hospital since late December. She was not alone and not in pain. She joins her beloved dog, Banjo, who she lost last April. No other details are available at this time. More than just a feisty, sometimes recapper, Tamara was known for building a tight-knit, loving online community. During the pandemic, many isolated people found a place to belong, a safe haven to connect with others over serious and silly subjects. She made us laugh, cry, and sometimes get pissed off at Bravo celebrities, at each other, even at her. Get her too mad, and you would be banished to the dreaded window licking section, sometimes forever, les sigh. Everyone, even people forever exiled to the window licking section. Window licking section. You can only look from the window. Bitch, not the window licking section. And those, okay, for everyone, even people forever exiled to the WLS. And those who never posted, first-time comments go to moderation, which is now locked. Many share their thoughts and feelings here in homage of Tamara's commenting rules. Comments with name-calling or verbal abuse of others' posters will be deleted. The C word is allowed, but racist and hate comments toward any group are not. If you feel inclined, I know Tamara would be honored for any donations to Chef Jose Andres organization, the World Central Kitchen in her memory, WCK.org. She often mentioned leaving all of the things, including the ghetto shack, to World Central Kitchen. For future news, including ideas of how to continue the Tattlers community, follow the comments on her last post at Tamara Tattles. It's the snowpocalypse with a photo of QEII. Tamara's funeral will be at 1 p.m. Thursday at Mays Ward Funeral Home in Marietta, Georgia. Her burial is at 2 directly after. She will be laid to rest in a family plot next to her mother, father, and sister. Flowers are welcome. That's sad, but that's awesome that she has community. That's awesome that she wants to give to this the World Central Kitchen. That's awesome. Yeah. She always had like the tea before everybody. Like, how the hell did she get this information? And then it would come true. It'd be like, girl, I heard it on Tamara Tattles. So shout out to Tamara Tattles. Yeah, it's a lot of people. A lot of people are out of here. Somebody else died. Hold on. It was someone else who died. It was Diamond, Adam Rich, Tamara Tattles, and it was somebody else. I can't remember. I think that was all that I had in here. Child DeBarge got arrested for weapon and drug possession, honey. It says singer DeBarge found himself in cuffs last night following a run-in with the law enforcement. Rhythm of the Night artist was stopped by cops at a Burbank gas station after they noticed he had expired tags. From there, they spotted an expandable metal baton in plain sight in his vehicle. Since it's illegal, cops continued to search his vehicle and came across pepper spray and suspected narcotics. Clearly, it wasn't his night, because in addition to all of that, they also found DeBarge didn't have a valid driver's license. As a result of their alleged findings, the singer was arrested and booked on several charges, including possession of a leaded cane or baton, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. TMZ notes further law enforcement reportedly told the site that they believe the narcotic is heroin. They can't leave that stuff alone, child. That's sad. DeBarge has such a beautiful voice. Honey. DeBarge has a beautiful voice. Well, hopefully, I mean, I don't know if he was arrested. Is he in jail? Did they bail him out? Like, what's going to happen? So I guess we'll see what's going to happen, child. Tory Lanez former lawyer reportedly stepped away from the case because he doesn't do appeals. He's not an appeals lawyer, so he's going to have to get an appeals lawyer. And apparently he hired the person who was the attorney for Suge Knight. This is from Megan Cuniff. She's the one that was reporting on the state versus Tory Lanez trial. It says this is from Nancy Dillon and then Megan Cuniff. So Nancy Dillon says, Tory Lanez update: court confirms hearing tomorrow will be for a substitution attorney. George Megadishan said he's leaving on good terms, making way for David Kenner, Suge Knight's longtime lawyer. I don't do appeals. We had to get somebody on board to handle the appeal. And then Megan Cuniff says, according to Tory Lanez's Tuesday court date, yes, there is a date listed on the jail roster. It is not on Judge Herniford's calendar, and he's got a bunch of other stuff at the time. Attorney David Kenner confirmed to me last week he's now representing Tory. Kenner is a longtime criminal defense attorney whose clients include former Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight. Anyone with actual experience in criminal law, not all lawyers, will tell you he's joining the case a bit late. Before trial would have been better. They probably thought he was going to get off. I think a lot of people thought he was going to get off. Just one, because the victim was a black woman, so it's like people don't really, and then he's a celebrity, but the fact that he had so many, there's a video out there of somebody who did like from beginning, like from when he was a little boy getting in trouble, like a young person getting in trouble, and how often he got in trouble. And it's amazing how his father was performing that day. Like, my son has been done wrong. When your son has actually been a terrorist almost his whole life, like literally terrorizing anyone he would come in community with. I'll put the link to the video in the description so y'all can see. It's almost like it's like a history of Tory Lane's violent behavior. I think it says Tory Lanez is a walking red flag. I think that was the title of the video. But yeah, and then the fact that his father was out there hollering and screaming like that about his son being done wrong. Your son needs to be put away. And I'm glad that this was the case to put him away. But he had more like on probation and all this stuff, like just like a trouble, like a menace, like a menace, like a terrorist, like a menace terrorist. That's what he is. So we'll see. I doubt the appeal is going to go through, but whatever. Somebody said Tabitha Brown is younger than Tia and Tamara. I think she's just 1 year younger. They're 43. She's 42. A lot of people thought Tabitha Brown was older than she was because of her persona, that Southern drawl, her facial expressions, the way that she talks. A lot of people, and I think she realized that early on and kind of made sure that she kind of like extracted that kind of mammy persona from her character, because a lot of people placed her in the mammy category, like somebody they can go to and get some good food from, and somebody they can go to and be comforted. Like there would be people in her comments asking her for advice as if they were talking to a older elder or something like that. Yeah. So I think a part of her persona is what made people think that she's older, but she's 42. She's 42 years old. And shout out to her. She got shit at Listen, I was watching something she was making. What was she making? Oh, I can't remember what she was making. A salad? I think she was making a salad. But yeah, she was making a salad. Was it? I can't remember, child. But she has shit at Target. She has a vegan food line at Target. She has, I think, like dishes and not cutlery, but like cutting boards and stuff like that for cooking. And then she also has, she also has her hair recipe, Donna's recipe is it in Ulta? It's in Ulta. I was like, girl, she's making money. I said, go ahead, Tabitha Brown. I can't even front. I was like, she got shit in Target, food and dishes, and I think she has clothes too in Target. She got a deal with Target, right? And then has her shit in Ulta. I can't even front. That is great. Shout out to Tabitha Brown, honey, for doing all the things, okay? Okay, let's see. That's it for this video. We're going to come back and make another video. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.